Megan will leave you backstage with Shane Victorino of the world champion Boston Red Sox. Congratulations on the World Series win.
Thank you. It's fun to be here tonight to celebrate the 20th anniversary. To me, of such a great sport. And I'm a big fan of sport. I love watching these athletes go out there every single night. And people are going to think what they want about the sport, but for me personally, I know firsthand, getting in the mornings and training and doing some cardio and boxing and stuff like that, this is one sport that I probably will never ever try to embrace, but I respect these guys 100%, and not only the fighters, but what Lorenzo and Dana and Frank Fertitta and the rest of the company has done, and it's great to see them celebrate 20 years.
We always see you cage side at events where you're always tweeting about them if you're not actually here. Do you have a favorite UFC moment that sticks out in your mind for this anniversary?
Every moment I think big. There's no one moment to me. I think, from back in the days when I was a big fan, growing up as a kid watching the Gracie fight, and get outweighed by however many pounds and watching him do his thing, and to getting to know guys like BJ Penn from Hawaii, obviously Chuck Liddell is a close friend of mine, and all the magnitude of fighters. Being a big fan of this sport, big fan of UFC. These guys are obviously big fans of what we do. So again, coming collectively together, watching cheer each other on, and that's what it's all about. But moments like back in the day when Tito and Chuck used to get in that octagon, and Randy, and those were my days where I remember those kind of fights.
Yeah, what do you think of the athletes that step into the octagon now? A little more well-rounded, and now people are growing up and saying they want to fight in the UFC, when before that wasn't really a possibility.
That's always my biggest point to people, and I try to explain it that way, and it's hard for people to understand that, but I look at it that way, that, when I was a little kid, the UFC wasn't really around. I used to go to the park, and, whether it be baseball, basketball, football, whatever sport it may be, that's what I was focused on as a little kid. Now you got these little kids, and, so for me, I see this sport in the next 5 to 10 years going to the next step, because, yeah, you are going to have your 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds, or young kids that go, hey, you know what? Instead of going to the baseball field, going to those kind of fields, they go, no, you know what? I'm going to go into the gym. I'm going to go do my jiu-jitsu. I'm going to do my wrestling, and I'm going to be a UFC fighter. So, I think this sport has just touched the surface. I think it's got a way, and a far-drawn future that this thing can go on, and it's still going to grow and get bigger. And again, the guys that run the show, even bigger fan of those guys because of the respect, and not because this is just one of those sports. They love the sport. They get in there. I see them train in my own eyes, and that's to me what makes it special, that to see this thing continue to grow.
Yeah, and I see you train with my own eyes. I'm pretty sure in a past life Shane Victorino was a fighter, because you have some skills. Do you feel like this really helps with your conditioning and cardio for baseball, and just it's a different form of getting a workout in?
Yeah, for me it's totally different. It's out of the realm. Getting in there, boxing, rolling around here once in a while for a cardio aspect, and that's how I take it. I have no desire, and I've said it, and I'll be the first to say I will never step foot in an octagon. I will, with no cage being closed and no fight going on. I'll obviously step in there just to take a picture, but I respect these guys. As being another athlete in another professional sport, what these guys go through each and every fight, preparing themselves mentally, physically, I respect them 100%. So, hey, from one fan to another, I'm a big fan of you guys and the band, big fan of UFC, and congratulations on 20 years.
And congratulations to you on winning the World Series. Thank you so much for talking to us, Shane.
All righty, thank you. Have a good one.